Jerry, Super 10, what were your thoughts on the win on him last time out?
Yeah, last time he felt like he win easily, and he gave me the good confidence in the straight, and I'm sure he very competitive on the cast 4. Yes.
Just looking at him, he hadn't won a race up until that point, but is he the type of horse that the stable has always had a good opinion of?
Yes, but this time he got not a beautiful barrier, and hopefully he just stand pen and just go forward and controlling the pace, and in the straight I think he will give me the good finish.
Is he still an improving horse?
Yes. Just he's a happy horse, and he feeling fresh in the stable. Yeah, I think he's good.
How's your own form, Jerry, as we get towards the halfway mark of this season? How do you feel you're riding?
Just I think my riding and my fitness is slowly improve and keep improving, and I feel stronger every month. I feel stronger because my boss training me like every week, and yeah, he saw my improve, and yeah.
What are some of the things that you and Douglas are working on together?
We are working the fitness like the wooden horse training, and the core training, the tough training is training the mind as well. Yeah.
Frankie, King Shield back onto the dirt on Sunday. Are you confident about his chances?
Yes, everyone knows he's a dirt horse, so I think he's got a really good chance. Only I can say he needs to carry a big weight.
Just looking at the race, of course we know how good he is on the dirt. He won on it back in November. He's had a couple of runs recently on the turf. Are you happy fitness-wise, condition-wise, all of those sort of things with him?
Yes, because the horse need to raise him. You cannot maybe paying back to just Chau maybe not enough for him. So just if he got a race, just get him race on the turf. Doesn't matter. Yes.
And we saw in that last win as well on the dirt that he led all of the way. It's a small field. Would it be the plan to lead again with him here?
I think so, but depends by one of the horse, Ricky Yu's horse. He's look like a 12-inch horse. I don't know he want to go in front or not. It depends.
Is Dubai still an option for King Shield after Sunday, Frankie?
Yes, I already entered that race already. Both horses also go as artists. And then to see the rivals, I don't know yet at this moment. Just enter the horse first.
What race have you entered the horse in?
1600, that Group 2 on the dirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glorious Artist, let's talk about him then. He's in great form. He's won his last 2 in a row.
Yes. He already have two winners this season, but the form still keep really good. So I think he also have a chance.
Okay, so given that he's got less weight to carry than King Shield, could Glorious Artist beat King Shield?
For me, still King Shield look like a better than Glorious Artist.
Jimmy King's race, last time out he had to cover a lot of ground, but he still finished 4th. Yep. Were you happy with that run?
Yeah, I'm happy of that run because this season the horse's form is not so good, but last race is better, and this time the form is better too. I hope that he's get a big chance. Yeah.
Why have you decided to put him onto the dirt recently?
Because his trial on the dirt is good, so that's why we try on the dirt, and last time he's running good.
Just looking at the field for the race as well, finally he's drawn a decent barrier.
Yeah, the barrier is much more better, so I hope that this time he can fast enough to go in front or get a good position, and I hope that he can run well.
And just looking at his last run as well too, he's still stuck on to run 4th. His only win was over 1400 metres, but do you have any question marks about him handling 1650 metres?
I think he can handle, because this season in the 1400 he's not fast enough to go in front. So that's why I think the horse now maybe need a little bit longer distance. That's why I put on the 1650.
And we're now into a new year, Jimmy. Your stable's had 13 winners for this season. How would you assess your performance this season?
In this moment, it's not so good, not so bad, just so-so. Hope that later will be much more better.
Karis, Carroll Street, you jump on board him on Sunday. You've done a bit of work with the horse early on in his career. Watching that debut win, did that surprise you?
To be honest, it was a long time since I rode him in the morning, and he's always gave us a feel that he was kind of improve into a nice little horse. But yeah, I thought the first time win, not many horses could do that, and it really surprised me.
So looking at the race for the weekend then, the way that he won first up, now he's up in class, but are you confident about him?
Well, you have to, because just the way he's won and the way he picked them up, he did a good time too. So he looks promising. Of course now it's different. He's going up class, but he will have no weight on his back, and I think he's gonna get his opportunity to put a show again.
Richard Wellington, congratulations on the win with him last time out. How did you assess that performance?
Decent. He was a bit raw and fierce beginning of the race, and in the end he sort of almost struggled a bit to complete the race, but he'd only had a couple of trials. He was a bit short on fitness.
How's he come through it?
Yeah, we're very happy, and horses responded well to the race, and did a nice turf last week with Zach on board, and yeah, all lights are green for Sunday.
And what about stepping up in class? What are your thoughts there?
Well, he's all the racing fans get behind these improving horses, so they're obviously very motivating to train, and we'll just keep looking after him and see how far he can get up the rankings.
There's been a lot of talk about the fact that there's not a lot of depth to the sprinting ranks in Hong Kong at the moment. Richard, you've won big sprint races here with the likes of Gold Fun and also Ratton. Has he got that level of ability, do you feel, to get to that level?
Well, I'm never one really to sort of talk up my horses. I much prefer that they, do the talking on the track. This horse is fast. He's a fast horse. But I think after this race, we'll see him step up to 12 and see if he can front up against the big boys.
My Sugar, Karis, talk us through that last start win with him.
Yeah, well, we had a good draw last start. Actually, Jimmy gave me the option, if the pace is pretty hot, just sit on him or leave the horse where he's comfortable. And I thought that day horses was leading, and they were performing pretty well. So I made use of my draw, and in a stage where horses couldn't go past me anymore, so I left him alone, and I was surprised because we ran a good time around the turn, and he still kicked on nicely when I got into him. So it was a good win.
What do you do from the draw this time?
He's got some nice gate speed. At least I won't have to rush him too much. He's a big horse. From that outside gate, he could get into his momentum. Maybe he might find a lead or sit outside the leader. We'll go through the race, and yeah, we'll work a plan for him.
Is he still the type of horse that's developing, Karis?
I think so, definitely. Jimmy said the horse is improving all the time. He gave me a nice feel last time. Like I said, he's a big horse. I'm pretty sure this is why he took a few runs to get stronger. I hope that last run brought him on, and he's built more confidence.
Just a final question for you. Looking at the jockeys' rankings at this stage of the season, the last couple of seasons you've comfortably been in third position, but with Alexi Bedell here, is there a bit of a battle for bronze this season for you?
Yeah, of course it's a challenge. It's good to have a challenge. Just it makes you work very hard, and yeah, it's hard this season. There's a lot of competition. Of course, there are a lot of jockeys that's here. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge. But I've got my head down. I'm just going to keep working hard. It's still a few good months to go, so it's not the end yet.